I'll officially call this meeting to order at 6:02 by my watch. 6:02. Anyone want to give us a word of prayer? Okay, thank you.
Father, we come to you right now. We'd like to have great you are for us. And how thankful we are that we can live in this place and not be threatened. That we can meet in fellowship and we can conduct business in an orderly and timely manner. And also in a manner that will bring glory to our honor at the end of the community. We ask all this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Next, we'll have roll call from the officers.
Here, Max, here, Dawn. Mildred.
Present. Let the minutes reflect that we have a quorum of officers and we'll proceed with business. I need a motion and a second from the floor to use the sign-in sheet as the official roll call. Motion by Vicky Dan, second by Joyce Weeks. I'm sorry, I may be delayed on names today. If no discussion, are you ready to vote? All in favor, please signify by the raising of your hand. Any opposed? Any abstain? Are you abstaining, Busher? Oh, you didn't get that arm was, that arm was going down slow, wasn't it? Okay. Motion carried. I know it, yeah. Next one, Anzel is ready. We'll have the reading of the minutes. Oh,
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to try to read this. I went to the eye doctor today, so. Shakota Indian Community Meeting, March 11th, 2024, 6:00 p.m. Meeting called to order 6:00 p.m. by Mildred Burkhalter. Invocation given by Mildred Burkhalter. Roll call, all officers present. Motion to use sign-in sheet as roll call by Amy Park, second by Pat Longcrier. Motion carried. Reading of minutes by Ansel Keybone. Motion to approve minutes as read by Buddy York, second by Joyce Weeks. Motion carried. National Council Representative Gerald Proctor and Galen Cloud gave update on items on council agenda. Creek Nation Tribal Representative speakers, Claudia McHenry, contestant for Miss Indian World Pageant 2024, introduced herself and gave details on pageant fundraisers. Chief of Staff Jeff Byth present. Report, smoke shop unavailable. Community and CMD report given by Sue Henson. Motion to approve reports is read by Buddy York, second by Carolyn Nichols. Motion carried. Old business, community issues, flea market now open. Constitution Committee will have open meeting Wednesday, March 13th at 6:00. Election Board will update Tuesday, March the 12th. New business, Butterfly Farm, motion by Sue Hughart to plan trip to Butterfly Farm in Bixby. Second by Homer Dan, motion carried. Community drawings to be held at March meeting. Community issues, trips discussed. Announcement, March birthdays recognized. Chair volleyball Thursday, March 14th at Muskogee, leave at 5. Benediction given by Sue Hughart. A motion to adjourn by Vicky Dan, second by Charlotte Lee. Motion carried. Time of adjournment was at 7:26.
You've heard the reading of the minutes coming from the last meeting. I need a motion and a second. Motion by Buddy and second by Pat Longcrier to approve the minutes. Floor is now open for any discussion or question. If none, all in favor, please signify by the raising of your hand. Any opposed? Any abstain? Motion carried. Next, item 5 on the agenda is National Council Representative, and I believe we have Mr. Cloud and Mr. Proctor here today. So y'all guys want to come on up? I hope Lily's not back there telling y'all some false information. No.
Yeah, every time we step through the door.
Yeah, I know it.
Good evening, everyone. Good to see everybody. We have our committee meetings for the month of April that start tomorrow. HEW will begin at 2:00. And they have about 4 or 5 items that's on the agenda for discussion tomorrow. A lot of them is to execute a application agreement with the Becton Dixon Company for the Department of Health. Also for the Department of Health is another agreement for the Cigna Health and Life Insurance Company. Another agreement or participation with the Department of Health is the Medica Insurance Company. Also another agreement for an agreement with Kangaroo Time for the benefit of the Children's Office of Child Care. And I believe one we have also is a tribal resolution that's up for consideration of it, Allie P. Reynolds, a Muskogee citizen, as a National Baseball Hall of Fame candidate on a classic baseball era ballot. I believe Representative McLeod is one of the sponsors on that.
Yeah.
So he may provide more information on that. But that's for the HEW tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow evening, the LNC, which will be meeting at 5:00. We only have about 3 items on there. And one of those is a housing contract with Bronze Oak, executing a contract with them, and also a revolving fund with the tribal driveways. Basically what that is when they do work for another department or whatever, they get their money, but that way they can bring it back to their department and utilize it for more equipment or more, I guess it'd be like gravel and anything like that. And also a supplemental appropriation for the Muskogee Language Revitalization Department for fiscal year 2024 for the rest of this year. They've been working off a grant, and we're going to be supplementing their department to finish out the year. So that's for $328,000. I'm going to give Representative Cloud opportunity to speak a little bit.
Do you have that?
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Good evening. It's good to be back over here in Shakota. Board,
Yeah.
good to see you. It's the first time I ever come to the side door. It felt important. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. We were running late. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for opening the doors for me. Just like Representative Darrell's read over what we have tomorrow, we have our LEC and our HUE. Today was our grand opening of our new tax office, which is located at 4900 Northwood Drive. If you go down, when you pass the complex going north, it's on the left side where Stuart Martin is, where our behavioral health is, where the ODHS and the old George Nye, which we own. It's on the left side. Our tax commission, our tags, everything is right there. So they moved out to the safe place, which was behind the dome. Now they're over there. So your tags and everything is all in just a one-stop location right there. So if you need to update your tags or any tax questions over there, it's all in one spot. So we're trying to get everything going. Our social service building, well, it's our citizens building. That's going up. This construction is going up at the complex. So I forgot the time frame on that. Do you remember?
I'm not sure.
But if you see the construction going on there, that's what's happening. I know they come in and we had a lot of issues of flooding that was down through there. They come in and they fix that up, kind of built up that ground a little bit so the flooding would go down that. There's a little creek that goes down through there. So hopefully all that water is diverted. For all you veterans, April 11th from 8 to 12, there'll be some coffee and donuts served for you guys at the Muskogee Nation Veteran Affairs Building. That's right there on the complex. So if you're around that area, come on out. And I know Grover Wynn, he has people from the Veterans Center that'll come out and fill out paperwork for you guys. I know there's a lot of paperwork issues that we had with the veterans who had questions on that. So he brings them in and you can come in there and there's other veterans that come in there and they'll sit down and they'll talk and then get maybe some of your issues that you have on your paperwork or anything like that. So that'll be happening April 11th. We also have a farmer's market going on. That'll be the second and fourth Saturdays at the Loop Square Meat Company. That's out there by the Duck Creek Casino. And that'll be the second and fourth Saturday. As Representative Proctor said, I am co-sponsoring a piece of legislation that Representative Golden had introduced. It's for a tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation, respectfully requesting the consideration of Allie P. Reynolds, a Muskogee Creek citizen, as a National Baseball Hall of Fame candidate on the Classic Baseball Era ballot. Whereas Allie P. Reynolds, a Muskogee citizen, was a professional baseball player, and whereas Mr. Reynolds attended Oklahoma A&M College, now known as Oklahoma State University, in 1935 on a track scholarship and later played for its football and baseball teams. And whereas after college, he played Major League Baseball for 12 full seasons, he signed with the Cleveland Indians in 1942 and was later traded to the New York Yankees in 1946. And whereas as his pitching record was 182 to 107, and he also saved 49 games and 125 relief appearances. Mr. Reynolds won 6 World Series championships, with 5 of those won consecutively, a record that's still held today, and was a 6-time All-Star and the first pitcher in the American Legion history to pitch 2 no-hitters in a season. He has received the following awards and honors: was named Player of the Year, the Sid Mercer Memorial Award by the New York chapter of the Baseball Writers Association in 1951, won the Hickok Belt as a top professional athlete in 1951. In 1981, Mr. Reynolds' alma mater, Oklahoma State University, named its new baseball stadium the Allen P. Reynolds Stadium. The New York Yankees dedicated a plaque in Reynolds' honor to hang in the Monument Park in the Yankee Stadium. One of the Yankees' greatest right-handed pitchers was quoted on the plaque, was inducted in Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame in 1986, received Oklahoma State University Henry G. Bennett Award, was inducted in Oklahoma Hall of Fame in 1991, received a Jim Thorpe Athletic Association Lifetime Achievement Award in 1983, and named number 64 on the top 100 Yankees by Pinstripe Alley in 2023. Mr. Reynolds served as a New York Yankees and American League's player represented from 1952 to 1954 and was instrumental in increasing the major league minimum salary, negotiating a player's pension plan, and helped out the process and the motion of the first Major League Baseball Player Association to be established in 1954, I'm sorry. But the Muskogee Creek Nation respectfully requests the consideration of Allie P. Reynolds and a Muskogee citizen as a National Baseball Hall of Fame candidate on a Class Baseball Era ballot. So we're looking, Representative Golden introduced this bill, this piece of legislation that I co-sponsored. It's for as I just spoke, it's for Allie P. Reynolds, who's a Muskogee Creek citizen who played for the New York Yankees. And so we're hoping to get this passed and a letter sent to the National Baseball Hall of Fame so we can get him in there. I believe it's in Omaha. So that is the bill I'm sponsoring that Representative Proctor was mentioning a while ago. So I have that's all I have. So if you have any questions, yes, sir.
You say that, talking donuts, for the veterans, be on April,
It'll be on April 11th,
April 11th, okay?
from 8 to noon. Mm-hmm.
Or are they going to be discussing, problems that the veterans have?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, go ahead.
Is there a rough estimate of when that building will be done? 2 years, 5 years?
Oh, they said 18 to 24 months, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roughly 2 years, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody have any more questions? I usually ask before.
Oh,
I read everything, sorry. I usually ask, try to keep it chopped up, but
except for Lily.
Yeah, anybody but Lily.
No, it's just-
Also with our smoke shop, hopefully we can get some legislation this month. I talked with the Zachariah Harjo and I'll get with you after that on what he kind of said. Maybe we kind of get an appropriation, we can go that route. There's different areas that they're kind of wanting to go
Okay.
through.
Okay, are they gonna need the business plan?
Yes,
Okay, Eric said he hadn't had time to work on it the last couple of weeks,
okay,
so we'll have something final by this Friday.
okay.
Yeah,
So maybe we can get with you.
okay.
All right.
What Representative Proctor is talking about is we've been working on trying to get the smoke shop, the legislation going, so that is up and coming. Me and Representative Proctor have been working on that. And so we're hoping to get this ball going, and I know that for the last 2 years that I've been on board, I mean, I've heard about this, and then me and Representative Proctor has talked about it. And we've talked about it with you, so we've been up there trying to get this going, so it's kind of at a slow pace, but now it's starting to grow some legs, it's starting to take off, so I mean, they know we're not gonna go away, so, you know, so we're trying to get that taken care of, so hopefully it'll be soon.
Yeah, and we're right behind you, because we're not going away.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I know that. So, and I'd just like to say that, me and Representative Proctor, you know, we have 4 community centers that we do go to and we give reports to, and it's always good that the Muskogee Creek Nation Department comes out and gives updates of what's going on at the nation as well. I know there's a lot of things that they have, and it's always good information, and I'm glad that you guys are out here to do that. So, Mr. Davis said he's got a whole truckload of block of cheese out there. So after no, I'm just playing. I think it's good, but I was giving Devin a hard time, but I just want to say that, and so. But it's always good to be out here and to see you folks at Shakota. So that's all I have. So, Mado.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, board.
Okay, we want to thank Representative Cloud and Representative Proctor for their presence and also the information that they brought to us this afternoon. Next on the agenda, number 6, Creek Nation presentation speaker. Who wants to go first, Rebecca or Devin? And I would say D comes before R, so the floor is yours, Mr. Devin. Or should I say ladies supposed to be first, but anyway. Yeah, okay.
Say if she wants to go, she go.
Well, she's been known to be long-winded, so I would, no, I'm just kidding.
Hey, everybody, just to be clear, my name is not Devin, it's actually Jeff Fife. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm at the Nation every day. No, I went to school with Jeff is why I can joke about that, guys. First of all, thank y'all for allowing me to come down here and share some stuff with what we got going on in my department. But first of all, before I get going, whoever said the opening prayer, I just want to say thank you. That was one of the prettiest prayers I've heard in a long time. So thank you, man. That was beautiful. But like these folks said, my name is Devin Davis. On all serious note, there's some of you folks in here that I've recognized the names, or I've talked to you on the phone, or I've talked to you inside the facilities. But I am with the Muskogee Creek Nation Food Distribution Program. I'm the program manager over it. And what that is I take care of 3 sites. I have a site in Okmulgee, which is our main place. Sorry about that. I get to talk with my hands. Y'all got to forgive me. I'll put them behind my back. But then we also have one in Coweta and one in Wetumpka for our southern folks, and the one in Coweta is for our northern people. But what we are, I mean, a lot of folks knows the commodity program. We've been around since 1982. What we do, we try to do our best to help families in need with food, or just, you know, anything that we can do to help them, just to take a little bit of that food pressure off of you. What we are an income-based program. And what that means is, like, for an example, for a household of 1, to which one individual, that means that you cannot make more than $1,413 a month. Okay. Now, I know a lot of folks will be like, oh man, I already make over that. Well, one of the documents that we ask, because we do ask for documentation as you come in to do the application and all that good stuff, is a utility bill. And the reason that we ask for the utility bill is to give you a $400 deduction in case, you know, you are close to that cutoff line. So, you know, and that right there, that helps a lot of folks come in under that, because if you realize $1,400 really ain't that much, you know, so a lot of folks, you know, they'll make over that. So we can use those utility deductions, and we got some other kind of deductions that's kind of on a certain case basis that we talk with folks when those times arises. And what those can be, just to give you an example, and I can't go into a whole lot of detail on them because like I said, it's kind of on a case to case situation. They offer a medical deduction. So for an example, like if you have a prescription that is not covered by your insurance, or comes from our pharmacy or something that you have to buy out of pocket, okay, that nobody pays for. If you save those receipts, you can actually use and the certifier, y'all talk about all that good stuff and you qualify, you can actually use those receipts for a deduction also. If you have an appointments, like let's say, I'll just tell y'all my business because HIPAA don't mean nothing to me because it's my own personal business and I want to share it with y'all. So like if I have to go to the doctor, and let's say I was on the program and I know that I got to have a gas receipt, okay? What that gas receipt does and how it kind of coincides with a deduction for a medical is like if I had an appointment tomorrow and I needed gas, what I could do is I could get my appointment letter from the clinic and take what I have and what I bought in gas, turn them in, and that amount that you spent in gas you could use that as a deduction. That makes sense because in my head, that sounded like as clear as mud. So if it didn't make sense, I'm sorry, I can explain it better. That's why I said it's kind of on a case to case basis there. We do. So those are just some of the deductions that we offer, and there is more, but like I said, that kind of goes upon the situation because I can't talk for everybody's situation. Some people might, you only need like a couple dollars. Some people might need $200 or $500. So that's why we don't really talk about a whole lot of deductions in community meetings like this, because they really are. They're kind of on a personal basis because I don't know exactly what you would need. Okay. Now, our site in Okmulgee has been recently remodeled. Has anybody been up there? I know some of you folks have. Yes, ma'am. I was gonna say, if y'all have not had the opportunity, come up, take a look at us, because I mean, we put some lipstick on that sucker and it looks pretty. Yeah. I mean, it really does. We have an open floor concept. What that is there is no offices, there's cubicles. And, you know, it's kind of with the COVID and everything, that's something that we've took in consideration because, you know, nobody wants to be in a closed office with so we got it all opened up. It's all clean. It's really pretty. We've got a new system. It's called an IFMS system. And what that is, this is what's pretty neat about it. Like I was going to say, if let's say you're in Wetumpka, okay, but you got an appointment in Okmulgee, but you pick up in Wetumpka. Used to, you could only pick up in the site that you were certified in. Now with our new IFMS system, you do not have to. Our system, you could go to Coweta, you could go to Okmulgee, you could go to Wetumpka, whatever is the easiest and beneficial for you or your family. That's the way that the system, that's the way it's set up. So like if you're visiting family in Wetumpka and you haven't picked up your commodities for the month and you're like, hey, I'm gonna just swing by there. You can swing by there, do your shopping, get it all knocked out, and y'all don't ever have to come to Okmulgee. That is something that they've done in like the past 3 years. You know, before then it was, hey, if you was in Okmulgee, that's the only place you could go. Or if you got in Coweta, that's the only place you can go. Well, now that's kind of null and void because everybody's everywhere. You know, so that is something good about our program. There is certain things that you would need to apply for our program, and I'll just cover that really quick. If you have never been on the program before, these are the items that you would need. We'd have to have a CDIB card from a federally recognized tribe. Okay. A current utility bill with a name and address on it. And again, the reason we ask for that is for the deduction piece of it. Okay. And then the current income for your whole household for the past 30 days. So if you have an award letter or something like that, or you get Social Security or disability, all we would need is a copy of that letter of your current one. If somebody is not working and they're over the age of 18, something that we might ask for is a collateral statement. What that is just a name and phone number that we can call to verify that Susie Q or Johnny J is not working. That's all we need. You sit down, you'll go through the application process. The ladies will let you know if you are approved or not approved that day. The whole system, the whole thing, probably the whole application process, depending on it, takes about 30 minutes in and out, unless you shop. If you shop, that takes a little bit longer, you know, but the application process, 30 minutes tops. Okay? Trying to think of anything else that we got going on. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of everything that I was wanting to say and I just forgot. It happens when you get my age. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's terrible. No, ma'am. It's just straight across the board for everybody. There is no, there is nobody, diabetic and all that stuff. It's just straight across the board. There's no difference between me or anybody else. It's all that good stuff. And if you do have any questions that you think of after I leave here, I mean, feel free. I am based out of Okmulgee. I seen some of my cards since last time I was here. That's right back there on that table. Feel free to give me a call. My cell phone number's on there and my office phone. And if I do not answer, you can leave me a message because my messages goes right to my cell phone and I'll return your phone call. So, we're in the business to help folks and that's what we're there to do. And I am sorry, I do not have cheese just to give away. I would love to, but I don't. But, the commodity program is actually a very, very good program. I share this with a lot of my clients. Yes, ma'am. Uh-huh. But if you want to, we got to bring this on stuff. Oh, I just want to see some of y'all. I am so sorry. So, but I won't take up any more of your time, folks. Is there any other questions I can answer for you? All right, guys. Again, I just appreciate y'all letting me come down here and talk real fast. Can y'all tell I didn't want to trip? But I am going to leave some of these little cards right here. And this right here, on this first part of it, this kind of just tells you what you would need if you want to go on the program or get in contact with us. We've got the addresses and the phone numbers to our Okmulgee site, our Wetumpka site, and our Coweta site. It's got the hours of operation for our offices and our store all on this little card. But the cool thing about it, you turn it over on the back, and it's got the numbers for the caregiver program, children and family services, Office of Child Care, elderly nutrition, family violence, food distribution, school clothing, social security, social services, senior services, TANF week, and youth services. So I'm gonna leave some of these here with you. Feel free to take what you need. you know, and to reach out to those departments, because every one of those departments offer good service, good quality stuff that, you know, all of us can use. So the folks, yeah, I can leave them on the table. I can give you this one right here. Yeah, I'll leave them on the table. Folks, I appreciate y'all letting me come down here again. I've always loved coming to Dakota. Dakota feels like a second home to me. Believe it or not, I mean, man, this Yahoo back here worked together for many years. So, but folks, I appreciate it. We stand, so it's good seeing you. So, if there ain't no questions, I'll get out of here and leave you alone.
I think I was given some misinformation. I believe Mr. Davis was long-winded. No, I mean, no. I got the people, got the people mixed up. No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, yeah, preach. Yeah. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Knew what was gonna happen, huh? Rebecca? Rebecca, if you want to come on up and, do your presentation. Is she in here? Did Rebecca leave the building or she didn't? Okay. All right. We'll move on. Next reports, we have no smoke shop reports. The bank statement did not arrive. They arrived late this afternoon, so Denise was not able to prepare them. And also, you've got CMD and community. Okay.
Good evening. Okay, the community, our total income was $830.85. Our total costs or expense for March was $1,743.58. Our net income was a minus $1,713.51. And in our account for Armstrong operations, we have $4,640.15. And our BOK, we have $50,307.40. Our Armstrong CIC special, we have $7,668.14. And our First Family Credit Union, we have $207,000, $207,184.67. In our elders account, we have $4,018. And our Tulsa Teachers Credit Union, we have $201,871.14. And our Tulsa Credit Union number 2, we have $37,787.83. And our CND funds, our total expense was $712.69. Our professional expense was $2,208.65. Operation expense was $1,669.79. Net income is a minus $5,988.88. And our checking and savings, we have $8,513.54. Thank you.
You've heard the reports coming from the community and CMD. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Homer Dan and second by Pat Longcrier to approve the community and the CMD report, financial report. Floor is now open for any discussion or question. If none, all in favor of the motion, please signify by the raising of your hand. Any opposed? Any abstain? Motion carried. Next, item 8, old business community issues, anything under, one thing is the butterfly trip. I had been emailing and I had been calling the information that was left on those flyers at the back. The individuals never contacted me back, but, Vicky was able to give me a phone number and they emailed me, but they have not gotten back with me on what, dates they have available for us to come. So that's still on hold right now. No date on the butterfly trip. Anything else from the board on? None. Okay, moving on to new business community issues. Really don't have anything there. Anybody got anything from the floor? New business, community issues? None. We're moving on to announcement. Anybody see the eclipse today? You did? Okay. It was quite interesting, wasn't it? I think the area that we are located in, it only covered like 98% from our side. But I think Scott was able to go down the Telomina Drive and he saw the total darkness. And I think Ida Bell and Nina, Arkansas, and up that strip there. But to me, it was quite an experience, and some of us probably won't be around to. I'm saying, I don't. Maybe I'll be around. Maybe I won't to witness the next one. Not in charge of that, but it was an interesting sight, and it was kind of a weird and eerie feeling. As I wouldn't say bad, but it was kind of a feeling that I had never felt before as it started shading over or whatever, but it made you think about the resurrection and the closeness to God and how it's going to be when he returns, because the earth will turn dark when he returns, and how people will start running and want to see this, and they'll become afraid, some of them, but anyway, I'm getting chills talking about that. But anyway, it was a time, if you were outside, a time for feeling a rebirth or transformation. That's the feeling that you would have. But it was quick and fast, and I always like to bring the religious part of it. His return is going to be quick and fast. So anyway, I'll leave that alone. But anyway, any announcements from the floor? Benji? Yes. Sue Hughart lost her mother. Who was it? Not yesterday, but the day before, Saturday, Friday. And they will have viewing tomorrow at Garrett's funeral home. So just keep her in prayer, in their family. But she seems to be doing okay. And if you want to make send her flowers or donation or whatever else, I think she wants the donation to go to Shakota Education Foundation of Excellence. So it would go to some high school student in order to receive a scholarship. So that's where she would like to see the donations in lieu of flowers or anything. Any more announcements? If not, are you ready to draw on the? But before we draw, Representative Proctor and Representative Cloud, if y'all will come up here, well, I'll have to give you something. So you'll come.
Did everybody get a ticket?
Accept this from us. real time.
Oh,
Amber.
wow.
Okay, all right, thank you, all right,
Thank you
yes,
so
yes,
much.
yes.
Thank you all, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
That food.
See you next time, boyfriend. I'll even let you on the side again.
You got your cards out, ready to go? Got your number written down, ready to go?
All right, here we go. First lucky winner. Dana Minnick.
Okay, Dana Minnick, you're winner of a what? A roast.
You're not here, Dana, I'm taking it home. Okay, the next lucky winner is 205.
205. The ground beef or roll of the. Oh, what's two go? Roll with the ground beef.
Okay, the next number is 202.
202. Oh, it's Homer.
I'm gonna go kind of fast here, so y'all better read. 231. 209. Y'all better be listening now, because I'm going fast.
Yeah. If you don't hear it, you done missed it.
209.
Is that one on anybody on the up
Oh.
there?
Cody.
Oh.
Not Cody. 211.
Oh, she's one of the butterfly ladies, isn't she?
Mhm.
I thought you were. Are you gonna get us hooked up on a trip? Well, I told him either Tuesday or Thursday, and I thought she was gonna email me back or whatever, but she, yeah.
233. 225. 203. 230. 208.
Give those, yeah. Yeah.
On sale, can you hear me?
Yes.
This is Dana. I finally figured out how to turn the right thing on to tell you I'm here. Thank
Okay,
you.
all right, it'll be
Okay,
up
I'm
here at the
taking it
center.
home.
No, don't let Onzel leave the house with it.
Okay, all right, I'll try to hold her.
Hey, I'm your relative.
You cook it and I'll eat it.
Oh, well, then I'll forget that then. 200.
200,
204.
okay, hold off just a minute. Are you up on? Do you have everybody? She gonna do what?
Just gonna love that.
Oh.
Yes, we got a cabinet full of, canned goods.
Really? Wouldn't? Just add it to her spot.
We'll bless somebody else.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Approved.
You're welcome.
Okay, 207. Okay, the next one is Robin Hayes.
Okay, Robin, what does she have?
Thank you.
Okay, you got 8 pack of vegetables up here.
All right. Thank you,
Okay.
guys.
You're welcome.
227.
No, he's staying with his foster.
Kirby.
And I sent her information. He sold food at 3:30 in the morning. Talk to her.
Okay, 201.
Next thing they sent to me, it's no solar food after 6:30. You can have juice and foods until 10:30.
229.
Oh, no, Lily probably transposed those numbers on there. I tell you, Lily's one of our star chair volleyball players.
Just don't set fire.
Yeah.
Don't set fire. You can't do nothing when you set fire. All you do is laugh.
No, Lily found it hard to stay in the seat. If the ball
Yeah.
was coming, she had to get up and, and.
198.
That's an automatic void. And then we have a hard time keeping Lisa in the seat.
Yeah.
She falls out the chair all the time.
Okay, 218.
And that's one thing that JR in the CR&D office said, that when the chair volleyball first started out, they only had like 40 elders participating overall. And now they have between 160 up to 200 people that participate, elders. So it's catching, yeah. Once you get started, you can't stop.
It's fun.
We've been going to Muskogee every Tuesday, playing with
213.
Muskogee team.
One more down.
2, 3.
Right now, currently.
Well,
Well, we won twice last time.
yeah, we're getting better by the
Mhm,
minute.
we are. We're getting better.
We're getting tough. Yeah,
They got the enforcer gonna show up tomorrow night.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
Gosh, what was your number?
Yeah, and we just added Virginia too. She's gonna play on the team. We
Okay,
get more ladies than we are
199.
men.
Is there anything else I need to know?
We only got 2 men, Max and David Jackson, and we sometimes hardly see David.
All right, this is
So-
the very last number now. If I can get one out. 226.
226. Okay, that's the end of the drawing, and
That way I won't lose you while I'm looking for a number.
we hope you enjoy what you got.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Okay, someone want to give us a benediction and then a motion and a second to adjourn, and we're out of here. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Dear gracious Father, once again, we just come here just to say we thank you. We thank you, Lord, for all that you have bestowed in our lives, dear God. And we just thank you for the fellowship that we had here tonight. We ask your continued blessing upon the Muskogee Creek Nation, upon its citizens. Dear God, and may we continue to prosper and do things that is pleasing in our holy sight. Dear God, I just ask that you just go with everyone that is present at this meeting tonight. Bless them and give them safe travel home. And when they return home, may all things be decent and in order. Dear God, we just can't thank you enough for all you've done. Dear God, we just ask you that you just guide us and give us the understanding when we don't understand when things are happening in our lives, dear God. But we know that you're there and you uplift us, you hold us up. Dear God, when we can't hold ourselves up, we just again thank you. This is our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. Next, we need a motion and a second to adjourn, and we're out of here. Motion by Benji, second by Josh Taylor to adjourn. All in favor of the motion, please signify by the raising of your hand. Any opposed, any abstain, motion carried, meeting adjourned, looks like at 6:55.